something about my time. Okay? And before going any further, I understand that most of you are from Agile and working in Agile environments. Who doesn't here? Okay, so that's nice. So a few, but very good. Just to let you know about myself, so I've been working as a consultant and a facilitator since 2009. Before I was working in the corporate world, I worked for huge companies, either locally and internationally. And you can search my profile in the net and LinkedIn. I'm not going to spend time sharing with you that. But mainly I've been working on organizational development, a bit on HR, leadership development, executive development, all those areas related to people individually and within teams. And one of my biggest challenges was always to really see how people can collaborate better. And about 4 years ago, I was with his colleagues in the UK, and we were having these discussions about how people can collaborate better and what can motivate people to collaborate. And there was this huge discussion, and one of them just said that he found an answer to that on MindTime, and we said, what's MindTime? And he used 1 or 2 words to describe it. That was the most insightful, revolutionary, and open, kind of well-minded approach to how people behave, and helps us to understand better how people think, and also by doing this, what really triggers the motivation of people to collaborate. So I said, okay, I like it, I'm going to do more research about it. And I did. And I did search, and then I did very few search, because I'm going to give you now a clue, I'm a future thinker. So I did very few research because I'm not the person to do research, but I picked the phone and I called this guy, who is John Fury. He's one of the mentors of MindTime. He's British, but he was developing and doing research in the US with his fellow, Vincent Fortunato, and they have been doing this for already 20 years. And I found that MindTime has been established in the US very well, not only in the corporate world, but also in academies, universities, and in other spots in the community. And MindTime really goes into a deeper thing, that MindTime is a framework, it's a theory, and then a framework that has its principles on time. Okay? And time means past, present, and future. So what I'm going to share with you is the basics of MindTime. And I would like to highlight that while MindTime goes into this learning, to learn how people think, and tries to match the thinking patterns that each of us have into the past, present, and future, okay? It doesn't go into personality. We are not talking about personality traits. We are talking about what triggers, your inner triggers to behaviors. Okay? So MindTime, it's a theory that helps us to understand how people think and what motivates people to collaborate. Basically, it's the definition of it. This is the framework that we use. This is our reference, past, present, and future. And when we look at this framework, we see past thinkers, who are the people that really go into certainty, meaning that these people think basically on data, on research, on certainty. Okay? So, and they always look for what can be known. They really struggle for knowledge and to build on it. Then we have the present thinkers. They go for probability. What can be done? Are the guys that really do things. they like structure, they know that there is a plan, they follow the plan, they have the checklist, they do it, they follow it. And then we have the future thinkers. Those are the guys that go to the possibility, okay? And these are the guys who really think, what's the opportunity there? What can I do? Okay, they envision other situations. They follow ideas. So these are the three biggest, these are the three patterns of thinking that all of us have. What's important here is that even though each of us might have one reference, one pattern of thinking, as I told you, I am a future thinker, but I am a future present. I'm not a pure future, meaning that I mix very well these two thinking styles. However, I also do past, because every one of us with three of them, because it's really our operating system. We couldn't survive if we didn't do past. Past is related to certainty. Past is related to safety. It's related to risk avoidance. That's what motivates past thinkers. So in my case, even though I go first with the future and then with the present, which is my preferred thinking pattern, eventually I am past as well when I need to, as a survival kit. And it's the same ratio for the other thinking patterns, okay? Some of you might be pure future or pure past, okay? But even though you go into the others according to the So by saying this, and considering that there are the three types of thinking patterns, as we call it, we travel in this triangle. Some of us can travel in a more intensity or less intensity, but we still are moving in these three patterns, okay? So by saying this, I'm going to ask you, after I show you the next slide, I will show it to you after making you this challenge. I'm going to show you a slide with some words that define each of the past, present, and future branches, principles. And I would like to read it, and then think for yourselves which one really relates to you in your most pure way of thinking. Okay? When you're in your freestyle, which is the one that really, this is mine, I am future, I'm present, no, I'm past. Okay? Are you done? Yeah? Who are the past here? Okay. Present? Okay. And future? Okay, nice. So we have, you don't know. That's nice. I like it. Why don't you know? What's troubling you? Everything's nice. See yourself among the three of them. Yes, you might be sure. You know why? Because there's a hub there. Some people can, even though we have preferred ones, there are some people that their preferred is the exact mix of the three. And we call them the integrated, or the hubs. And that's why within MindTime we have 10 different archetypes. Okay? Even though we have the three principles, we can have 10 archetypes. Because it's really related to the blended, to the blend that we can do with all of them. Okay? So this is nice. Just for you to ask you a question, and it's going a little bit quicker, but I think you're ready to that. very few are passed here, right? 3. 1, 2, yeah? And another one that I thought was easier. Only the 3 of you, yeah? And we have here a large amount of present thinkers and fewer future thinkers. When you think about this future, if we were a team and if we needed to collaborate, how do you think this team would work? So 3 parts.
Secondly, it would be great because we have all the features.
We have all the features, yeah? Yeah?
We just need to collaborate.
Yeah, you just need to collaborate. We have a huge amount of presence that are the ones that follow the plan and that stick to the plan and they really look for harmony and sustainability and all that.
So they need somebody that's a risk seeker or can make it, so they can follow.
Yeah. And what else?
Probably it's going to be waterfall.
Probably it's going to be waterfall. Wow. Can you tell us more about it?
Well, just in my humble opinion,
Yeah, we are just
brainstorming.
Yeah.
One of the Agile principles is responding to change over following a plan. And if we have the majority of people that will tend to plan and follow a plan, then maybe we will follow this majority in and follow a plan.
Yeah.
I would also think that having past and future balance would be nice if you think like an investment. You have to understand the lower risks as also the higher risks. There are ways to manage that, but there's a problem that is the collision of vision. If you have like a company, you have to put everybody on the same line. How do you do that? Having so different opinions to plan a feature, because if we have like a strategic part of the company using future and past, they would always fight, and there wouldn't be a plan for the present to do as well.
Yeah, these are very good insights, and yours as well. It's wonderful because it really says that the present thinkers are more related with the waterfall processes. But still, within the Agile teams, we need the present thinkers as well. No doubts about it. So there's the balance here. How can we get the best balance within the Agile teams using the MindTime? And before going further, just to give you some more information, we are doing MindTime in many companies to support them in implementing and following up with the Agile teams. For example, Google in the US is already partnering with us to do all this stuff, not only in recruitment. Where's Johnny? And it was nice to hear you because you talked about behaviors, and I was sitting there and said, okay, behaviors and then thinking styles, because it's getting quite supportive when not only in recruiting but also when they prepare for the interactions and for the meetings and all that. And we are also doing MindTime, for example, in universities, where we are now doing a study, and I'll show you a slide in a bit, and to support this university, the Santa Clara University, to reduce the churn that they have on MBAs, because people were leaving the MBAs, and they needed to analyze why. And we are doing MindTime there, and we are finding some differences between the profiles and the thinking styles of the students and the thinking style of the teachers. And it's amazing to see how, by knowing the thinking styles of your students and by knowing your own thinking style as a professor, you can adjust so that you can have better results. And also we are doing this in Groningen, in Holland. It's where the MindTime Foundation is settled since early 2017, and there's a big community, and there's where we are doing MindTime in the community to support the community, to prepare the population to digitalization, to see what's the MindTime profile of the population and then adjust how to develop the community to be more digital. And it's amazing to see the results of it. Well, by saying this and going a little bit further, it's important to say that when we talk about motivation, motivation is really triggered by our thoughts. Everything begins with a thought. And you may remember, and sometimes you say this, what was in my mind to do this? And I don't know how many of you have kids, but we commonly say, what was in your mind to do that? But then we go ahead. So what's in your mind? So everything begins with a thought. And if it is a past, a present, or a future thought, then you adjust your behavior to that. It's quite amazing. This is not rocket science, even though there's lots of research and lots of studies, and you can see these studies in the internet, in our page, but still, we call it human engineering, basically, because it really drives a better understanding of how people think and then what motivates people to do something. And what we know till now and we discovered is that past thinkers are motivated by risk avoidance. Present thinkers are motivated by normalization. And future thinkers are motivated by reward. And reward here are not perks, okay? They are motivated by the opportunity of doing different things very regularly, okay? So this is what motivates them. It's this way of doing it. So you can find your profile by going into the site of MindTime and do your own profile. There's a sample of it, and you can have your profile back to you. You can do it now, but I will ask you not to do it now because we are going to test it out with cards. So I have here some cards, and I would like 3 of you to come here to play some cards. Who would like to join and play some cards? My hub. Now you're going to find if he's really a hub or not. What's yours? This is a way that we use so people can find their thinking style. It's fun, and it really gives us lots of information to talk through and discuss when we are doing this with teams. We're just going to do a sample, a quick one, but it's nice for you to see what's going to happen. So for you, what I would like you to take the pack for each of you. Yeah, you can use it. Take it. Okay. You can take it. Yeah. And I would like you to mix the cards so that they are all sorted. Yeah. You can sort it. Yeah. In the meantime, if you want to check your profile while they're doing this, you can check it. Okay? I allow you to do it. So after you sort it, yeah.
Can we place like bets on them?
So once you're ready, I will ask you to read the words that are in the cards and do 2 different blocks. One are the words that really relate to you and the words that don't relate with you at all. Okay? At all, no one and yes in the other one.
Start. Do you want?
You choose here, you have the words here, and then you choose, yeah, process-oriented, yes I am. Realistic, yes I am. Impulsive, no I'm not. Analytical, yes I am. Inflexible, no I'm not. Judgmental, no I'm not.
For all the cards.
For all the cards. It will take about 2 or 3 minutes.
Okay.
But I would like you to take one thing that is important. Some of the words, when you translate them to Portuguese, they have a bad connotation. For example, opportunistic. In our minds, we really do this. No, I'm not opportunistic. But please read that word as a word that the one that really looks for opportunities. So there are not bad words there. Okay, they are all good words. For example, there's a word that it's chaotic. Sometimes people don't like to be named chaotic, but yeah, I am chaotic. Okay, so it's a good word. So if you think that you are chaotic, please choose that word. Okay, go. Yes and no.
Can I be chaotic and organized?
You can be whatever you want.
Chaotic and organized.
You have to leave it. You have to leave it. Did you find your profile? Agora, do bloco dos sims, quando concluírem, está aqui este colega a fazer. Yeah. So once you have your piece, you put your nodes apart. Okay? Now it's getting worse. From the S's, you need to choose the 12 most. And what about you that you try to discover your profile? Does it resonate to you? No? See?
I don't have a book.
No.
Ali.
Oops.
So when you're done now, you put the nodes all together and just keep your 12 cards, the yes cards. And now it's the moment of discovery. They won't be the same anymore. Já está? No?
Pressure.
He's a hub, so he's trying.
mostly. Can I just... How much?
12.
12. Yes?
Yeah.
Okay, so now what I would like you to do is to turn your cards and spread them on the table. Just a minute,
Yeah.
okay. If you want, I think you don't see it, but if you want to come further, it's nice to see. Let's talk a bit about it. So, wow, this is amazing because the blue ones are the future thinkers, the green ones are the present thinkers, and the red ones are the past thinkers. Oh, okay? So, what we see here is what? That these three guys are future thinkers. Okay? Mostly. Because, however, you have an equilibrium there. You have 6, you're right in the middle, 6 future and 3 past and 3 present. So probably you are close to the hub. But you and yourself are typically future thinkers. And let's imagine that the 3 of them work from the same team and they need to really collaborate within an Agile team within this context. So they really needed to focus on this. And what are the cautions they should have, or what are the strengths that they have as a team? What would you say?
The plan.
Product conception.
Yeah.
Discovery.
Yeah, product conception, discovery, but still they have abilities to stick to the plan, kind of. They can balance it, yeah. And do some analysis. Yeah, you don't, but they have. Yeah. Yeah. So what we would do in this workshop or in a masterclass would be then to go further in the cards and see, for example, what you were doing by discovering the wording and get a little bit information about that word specifically. For example, when you say that you're cautious, tell us about it. Give us a situation where you were cautious so that we can understand in this specific context, for this specific role, what does it mean. Okay? So we would go further on each of the words and really go deeper and get more insight about it. Okay?
So basically, I'm a software engineer and I learned to do things that I could sleep better on by night. So I do test-driven development. I do continuous integration things. The way I basically manage my builds and in a way that I can be more comfortable. Yeah. And I'm more calm because I'm stressed.
Yeah, but it's nice. You saw the words that what's your name? Ricardo used the words. I want to be. I need to be cautious. I need to believe in. I need to sleep quiet, calm. So uncertainty is a past in his. So these are his anchors to really support it, because he's an engineer as well. So there's a lots of stuff here you need to really.
But I was not like that from the beginning. So I learned from.
It was a process, but still you have a huge amount of blues there. And we would go further into the others just to check out and have this conversation about the wording and see, okay, how we can build our collaboration, how we can move forward and stick to our plan, but really design the product, be adaptive, change when we need to do it and all that. Okay? So thank you. I'll keep them after. No problem.
Yeah.
So now, if you want to discover your profile, you can do it. You can use the net to bias. It's a 10-question survey. It's quite light. Of course, that when we do it on a bias survey, we use 46 questions, so it's a huge amount of questions. But still, the 10 there are quite okay to be used and really gives you some good hints about it. So let's now play a little bit about it. I have here the example of 4 different teams. For example, the team A, what can we see here from the team A, where we have most of the people in the future area?
Dreamers.
Yeah, dreamers. Yeah, they may have very good conversations and inspiring conversations, but they won't move, they won't do, they won't produce, for sure. Okay, that's a reality. So, if you look to the B team, it's a mix, it's a balance. So they might be pretty collaborative as well. So they will focus and they will be quite collaborative. The team C,
they will produce something.
they will do something, but not sure what, because the future thing is so big there that he won't even show up in the meetings. So yeah, they will produce something, but they will keep on producing it, the same thing all over. Okay, there won't be any innovation on there. And what about the D team? They are stuck. They are very academic. They are stuck. They are very good because they probably do lots of research, they know very well about things and all that, but they are stuck. Okay, so this is, and typically these are examples of typical Agile teams, I can assure you. Okay, I can assure you. And the nice thing about it is that, okay, this is the situation, what can we do to improve? And what are our vulnerabilities and what can we do about it to solve it and to be more collaborative. Just as an information for you to share, because we are really running out of time. The Santa Clara University, the example that I was giving you, there's this class. This class has about 72 students, and you can see the distribution there. Okay? So there's a good distribution within the 3 styles there, though there's a huge amount of people in the past and in the present. The professor is a future thinker, okay, and it was situated, and he was struggling, and she was struggling with getting these people on board. I can tell you, it's amazing the impact of this. I do some lecturing in MBAs and post-graduations, and as I told you, I'm really future present. And so, meaning that for me, past is okay, but I don't spend too much time doing research or reading research. I believe that there's research there, and I'm always thinking about what else can I do about it. It's my own way of doing things. And when I teach, I always go into discussions. Think about, give me your insights. Let's discuss about it. And if I'm not aware of these differences, I miss my past students. I even sometimes have very strong conversations. They give me very strong feedback because they don't feel I'm giving them the data they need to better understand. And I'm sure that the past thinkers here will go home and check more in detail what MindTime is. Because you guys need information. Okay, so go to the net and there's lots of information for you. I'm not going to give you that. Okay? But yes, that's true. And when you're teaching, it really makes a difference. Knowing, now what I do, I always do MindTime with my class before starting. I spend 1 hour of the class time to do MindTime. And I tell them why I'm doing that, so that even myself, I can adjust. Okay, you guys, you like data. I commit myself to bring you some more data, so that we can close the difference and do something different and be more effective. This is nice as well. This is what, when we did the validation for Portuguese, we already have all this stuff in Portuguese. We did that in 2016. And we covered about 461 people just to validate the questionnaire. And this population, we had about 80% from Portugal and 15% from Brazil and the rest from other parts, because we needed to test it out as well. And that's the image. So most of the people are mainly from the center. There are very few pure, see the present thinking. There's no pure present thinking. It's amazing. It can really gives us some other insights. Okay, so there's some questioning about it, and probably it says a lot about the way we do things around. I'm not going to go further, and it's only 460. Can you imagine? Come on, it was in 2016. It's scary. Okay, and this one it's very nice as well. We are doing some master classes in Holland, and also we did a TEDx presentation, and there was this question: the Dutch educational system does a good job preparing young people for the future. From a scale, the blue is strongly disagree, and the red one is strongly agree. You can see it and take your insights from it. It's amazing to see it.
That scale to say people, so people who had those attributes, past thinkers love the system, and future thinkers.
Yeah. Okay. And there's this one as well. It was from the same audience. Artificial intelligence poses a real threat to humans. What do you think about this? So this is information that we are using not only to validate the framework, but also to support the ones that really want to do something about it. And to add. And this is true. This is where these guys are located.
They've done.
Yeah, because there's a lot. There's lots of interest in Silicon Valley and California about MindTime, and everyone goes further on this. It's amazing, the power, and in Holland as well, because Holland, as you probably you know it. Holland really likes different things, so it's a very good hub to test things out, and that's why we decided to have the foundation in Holland, where it's easy to get people on board to test it out in different circumstances. It's amazing the work that they are doing with this. What about Agile? Where are we using MindTime? We are using MindTime in team dynamics when we talk about culture, how this team wants to work together, any missing links, and vital links as well. We are using it in role fit. Okay, we have very good information about the typical profiles for each of the roles within Agile teams as well. There's a tendency, there's a pattern. The cycle of collaboration as well. That's where we work with MindTime within Agile. The training of the Agile coach. Understanding the client. Okay, this is very important when we do mind time to the client, so that we can quickly and quicker respond to the needs of the client and adjust the customer experience through mind time. And this was amazing. We were doing this approach in Brazil for a financial services company, where they were very breakthrough in doing Agile. And we were doing till last year the mind time approach. And they are really having very good results because they use mind time for the customer experience, surveys and all that. And they get very good information so that they can really adjust in a more quicker way the products and the services they want to provide. Design. How does thinking style affect design of products? Okay. Understanding the relationship between the coach and the people. And messaging. How does thinking style affect messaging considerations within the 3 areas of Agile? So we are really doing it. In Portugal, we didn't do anything yet. We hope to do it soon because we are now starting this communication. But let's see how things go. So if you would like to test it out, you are more than welcome to come and we talk with you. We can offer some tasteries. We do some master classes. We have a huge amount of services and products that we can put at your disposal as well. We have the book. We have the cards that we can use. Of course, we have our pages in internet and Facebook where we post many information. And as it is a foundation, it's very easy to reach us. Okay, we are a foundation. We truly believe in the power of foundations. So, thank you.